2, so people can jump on the live, and then we're going to continue with this. So if you're here for the first time, guys, my name is Sham. This is your X-File. The truth is always out there. And we're going to talk about the market today because it's quite important that you understand where we have come to, especially in the markets, right? Of course, you're probably seeing me smile because, guys, whenever I see a red, I am totally excited, because these are the moments that when we make the most amount of money. So let's talk about the market today in full because there's a lot of interesting things going on. Of course, we see the total market cap today sitting at $3.21 trillion right now as I speak on this live stream. BTC sitting at 94,300. It did go low, and we will talk about that. It did go low. Ethereum sitting at 3,283 right now, and of course that is the one that is concerning me the most. We are going to talk about that. All others are kind of following suit, so I'm not too concerned about those. The strongest one that was holding today was actually XRP. It did hold very strong. In fact, it's probably the only one that's still green right now. So when I'm looking at this, it also tells me that the market's not over yet. Okay, so we know the market is not over yet. All of this we're seeing is just following the stock market pattern that we've currently seen, and that's mostly to do with the recent announcements that has been happening. One of the announcements, funnily, was that they may not, and it's a rumor, I don't know whether it's true or not, because, you know, half of these stuff you can't believe them, right? That's why I say it's a rumor. They apparently the government is not going to put BTC as part of the reserve, because they were planning to do that by, you know, 1 million BTC over 5 years and hold it for like 20 years or whatnot. But for whatever reason, they decided not to go ahead with that. So it is what it is. I can't really say much. You know, it is what it is. End of the day, each to their own. That's all I'm going to say. But so far, you know, so far it's been crazy. Of course, when I see there's a few coins that I had a few targets on, right? And I mentioned this on Discord as well, and the proof is there, and the truth is always out there. I said, guys, I'm going to be buying this particular coin. I'm going to be buying a small amount if it goes around the 50 cents, and I'm going to be buying a lot more if it goes to 38 cents. Guess where it went today? 38 cents. So again, just kind of proving to yourself, a lot of the times when we do these alpha calls, and we talk about a little bit alpha calls as well, they come true, right? There's a reason behind this, because these are mathematical. When we talk about BTC, how high it's going to go, for example, a lot of people have been shouting and screaming about a few $1 million. Kimia says hi, nice to see you as well. People have been talking about long numbers. Nishant says, are you Indian? No, I'm not Indian, but I am from the Indian subcontinent, yes, but I'm from England. So yeah. G-Shock, my brother, nice to see you, my brother. So you know, when I see like a lot of people throwing numbers out there, like, you know, we're going to go to $500,000, $250,000, or maybe $1 million, it's fine. We are going to get there at some stage, guys. But Nishant says, where am I from? Nishant, we will do a whole conversation. If you stick with me, stay on the stream. Let me finish my content. So let's get through the main thing. And then what we'll do, we'll answer all the comments and we'll go ahead with this. Yeah. So Nishant, just stick with me and we will definitely talk, right? Because I also have a friend called Nishant as well. In fact, he's my business partner. We're not doing a business at the moment, but he's one of my business partners in a venture that we did together. So you could be that person. I don't know, but we will definitely talk in a bit. Okay. Now you just ruined it for yourself. Anyway, so because you're just gonna get kicked out. You do realize that, Nishant, whoever you are. So sadly, you're ruining it for yourself. Anyway, so the coin I was talking about was AIXBT, right? And the proof is out there. As I said, the truth is always out there as well. That on the chat, on the public Discord chat, I clearly wrote that I would like to buy more if it got to 38 cents, and it did get to 38 cents. So it's just freaking amazing, right? When we hit those kind of numbers and the targets are exactly as they were. So of course, you know, as I said, I will talk about an alpha group as well, because that's something we're actually working on. But when people talk about BTC going to 250K, 300K, I know it's going to go there in the future. So I'm honest about that. But however, this cycle, I just don't see the maths working out. Maths says, look, the highest you can probably go to is about 133 to 137,000. Also, I've recently just looked at some of the indicators, looking at the market and say, okay, guys, is this over? Right? Because if it's over, I need to tell you guys, right? Guys, this is over. But good thing is it's not over. So far, we're still okay. The game is okay. It's nothing to worry about. I'm personally not panicking at all. In fact, I think this is an opportunity. In fact, this could be a bit of a remnants of what we were supposed to have. Remember when we had that 15% down? This could be a little bit of a leftover from there, just kind of floating back into the market. But as I said, everything else is looking okay. Could be just a complete manipulation. Of course, there was a lot of over leveraged traders out there as well. Listen, when you're going to put yourself out in the market, you're going to get dumped on, right? That's what's going to happen. So I think that's just what happened. Traders got wiped out. You're playing in the house, right? The house knows exactly what you hold. So end of the day, house knows how to wipe you out as well. And that's what's probably happening, in my opinion. Of course, it could be a conspiracy theory, but that's that. So far, looking okay. Now, when I look at BTC, right? So, by the way, guys, total market cap, as long as we're above $3 trillion, we're okay. Psychologically, we're okay, right? Now, with the total market, with the BTC, we have entered on the daily, by the way. So this is not a secured, not a super, what would you call this, indicator, right? It works better on a 3-day or a 5-day. Usually works better. Even a 7-day works really cool. But on the daily, it's okay. It tells us a rough idea of what's going to happen. So on the daily, right, we did something. We actually went to around $92,800 or something like this. We went down. When we did that, we actually entered a particular zone where we shouldn't be, right? And that's not good. So the particular indicator I'm talking about is called the Gaussian channel, right? So on the Gaussian channel, there's a particular area we should never ever fall below, because if we fall below that, then we get sucked in and we actually go lower. So coincidentally, again, these are just coincidences, guys, because remember, my maths is already done, my numbers are already set, my charts are already published, right? From a month ago, some of them even 2 months ago, numbers are already done, all the predictions are already done, right? Even right now, last week we had a great signal telling us the market's bullish, everything wants to move forward. Unfortunately, with all of those signals, we had a black swan event, which is what just happened right now. And that's because of, as I said, all the announcements that have been made. And it's to do with the entire global market. It's just not us as well, right? But when I look at that, coincidentally, it tells me that if something bad was supposed to happen, it goes back to that 86K. And a lot of you guys know about this 86K. I have not changed that 86K. And it tells me we're still going to go to that 86K. Of course, I'm happy to show you the chart just in case you want. I can flip the camera over and show it to you. But that's there, right? And of course, you know, I'm going to do this right now because the Gaussian channel is something I want to show you, right? So Gaussian channel, and this red you can see here, right? We don't want to fall below this middle line here. So that's where we held support. If we fall below, then we get sucked down. And when we get sucked down, we come to this $86,000 level, as you can see. That's pretty much where the bottom of that level is. So those are the things that you need to understand. Like when we look at charts, when I'm doing maths, of course, I don't use my indicators all the time because for me, indicators are not the most important thing. The trends are more important. And I think we had a nice discussion on this Discord. I think it was this morning or last night. I can't remember, with Faisal. I don't know if he's here, but we had that conversation. And that's what it is. So yes, you can look at waves and whatnot. He was talking about Elliott waves, right? For me, none of that matters because they are okay, but ultimately, when you look at your ABC, your A, B, or C, or D, E, whichever one, you can only put a point after it's been completed. So you're putting a wave on something that has already happened, right? It doesn't really tell you how high the next level is going to be or anything like this. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Desi, my brother, nice to see you. I see Roger says hello as well. Hello, nice to see you as well. So those are what we're looking at anyway. So far, the way I'm looking at it is quite unique, right? So I'm not looking at the indicators because most of the indicators are right now either bullish, either bearish, right? Some of the higher time frame that I've been mentioning for weeks and weeks now, like the higher time frame, the weekly RSI and all of that, is showing bearish signs. That's true. They're still bearish, and in fact, they're going down lower, which is fine because we can still be there for weeks on end. That's not an issue. But this could be a potential reset for us. In fact, all of you guys know that I've banged on about the 90K. I think the 90K would be a nice level. But if we did magically recover from here, this could be a rally back up, because what you have to notice is we got rejected 2 days ago. We got rejected at the $102,000, right? Which we have a line drawn on the $103,000, because that was, for us at that time, that was a target we needed to get to. Of course, currently, if the market's saying 102 something, let me tell you exactly what it was. It was what was that candle? That candle was 102,700, right? So that's probably the accurate number, because I just put a random number at 103,000. So if that's where we are finding resistance, that's what we've got to break through, right? So it's absolutely fine, not to worry. We just got rejected. And then obviously the Black Swan event and the market reacting as well. So too many coincidences happen at the same time. And of course, my lines being drawn exactly at those levels, because there's nothing in between me calling out those numbers. Again, coincidences. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that, okay, I'm correct and this and that and nobody else is correct. No, I'm not going to say that, guys. That's not the whole goal here. Of course, when we get to that segment, we'll talk about it. But it's just quite funny that that's where we are now. When I look at BTC, of course, it looks fine so far. I'm not concerned, because as long as we go to 86k and bounce back, we're fine, right? And I've talked about this before as well, so I'm not too concerned about that. However, when I look at Ethereum, I see something quite dangerous happening right now in Ethereum, and that's not a good thing. If Ethereum does not recover from where it is right now, if Ethereum does not get back to approximately $3,500, we are at a risk of losing Ethereum. And if we lose Ethereum, I think it's going to drag all of the altcoins with it. So as much as we are hopeful and we can see BTC carrying the market and everything looking bullish, so far we have the first critical indicator, again, critical indication, I should say, that Ethereum is not looking good. And if Ethereum goes down, it takes down a lot of altcoins, a lot of the ERC20 pegged coins. That is very bad for us. So we are going to have to be very, very careful. In fact, I'll flip the camera over to show you what I'm seeing, so at least you guys could understand this, right? So this is what Ethereum looks like. You see how it fell below that middle line? And now it's currently testing that bottom line. We cannot lose this particular area here, this line here. We cannot lose that. If we lose that $3,158 mark, we have a problem, guys. We do not want to lose that, right? That's the level that we are going to have to hold as a support, right? And as you can see, just here it says buy. That was the signal telling us that that's where we need to buy. Now, if we fall below that, we enter the actual sell zone, and we don't want to be in that zone, because that's when we get the indicators telling us, guys, dump, get the hell out. We don't want to be there. So of course, now that we're in a predicament, right, we have no idea. Look, one is telling us we're going up, one is telling us we're holding support, another was telling us that basically we might actually go down, and we're at risk section. We're in an area where we're risking everything. XRP, for example, the risk is around 122. So as long as XRP does not fall below 122, that's very strong. So XRP has created a gap, right? A big gap to protect itself, and that's a very good thing, right? BTC also had that gap, but that gap is closing. Ethereum hasn't created that gap, hence why it's in the biggest danger, it's in the biggest risk area at this particular moment, right? And I hope everybody respects that and understands that. So how do you navigate this? What do you do right now, right? And of course, this is probably going to be the last time I'm going to tell all of you guys, because I say it all the time. The only way you're going to protect, if you've made money, the only way you're going to protect yourself, even if you haven't made money, the only way you're going to protect yourself is with the stop loss, guys. Set up a stop loss, for God's sake, right? Unless you're holding for another 5 years, then it's a different story. By all means, hodl, that's not an issue. But if you want to protect your funds and buy cheaper Ethereum because you believe in it, you want to buy cheaper BTC because you believe in it, because you want to hodl this is where you're trying to put your wealth in, right? Then you need to have a stop loss and protect yourself. You know what I mean? These are the key things that you have to do, because there's no point me or other people coming on YouTube and telling you guys that do this as an advice, right? Not a financial advice, obviously, as a friendly gesture, telling you guys, put a stop loss and protect yourself, right? If you cannot take that, understand that, and actually, implement that into your trades, then you have a problem, right? Because that's gambling. You're just gambling. And if you're gambling, my advice to you is get out as soon as you can, because it's not worth it. If you've got a gambling mentality, it doesn't work. right? You have to have discipline, you have to have a strategy, right? And risk management. Three things you must have. I call it the three triangles. You must have those three triangles, because without discipline, without risk management, without a strategy, you're lost, right? And you end up being a gambler, right? If that's the case, you might as well go to a casino and your luck is going to be a lot better than crypto, right? Just go to a casino. Trust me, you got $100, $200, $1,000, $10,000. Try it in, if you're in America, try in Las Vegas. You got a better chance of winning something there. You know what I mean? You're going to lose money in crypto because it's unforgiving, and it's a decentralized market which works 24 hours a day during 3 time zones. Right, so we have three major time zones. Of course, there's plenty other time zones, but 3 major time zones. So when you look at that, right, what we do in Europe, right, and we close the markets and we leave, for example, we go to bed, another group wakes up in another part of the world and they continue with that. So we can have a day where we're dumping, and everyone else decides, oh, actually, do you know what? It's time for us to dump as well, and they dump as well, because it's 24 hours, and everyone would non-stop dump. So think about it, the way you're going to be impacted. So you're better off saving yourself. I say, Faisal, nice to see you, my brother. Salam, my brother. So that's what you have to understand, right? It's very, very important that, you protect yourselves, right? So as I said, we've got 3 different signals here. Of course, we have to wait for a little bit to see what happens. In fact, right now we have to wait until the end of the week. Honestly, today was the day when we should have recovered, but instead we bled out today. And just by bleeding out today, we've now created a new fact in the chart, which is not complete yet. In fact, we have approximately, I think, if I'm correct, we have, let me see, 3 hours and 55 minutes to complete this fact, and see where it closed. So far, so good, but Ethereum looks very weak. That's all I wanted to say. So please do understand this. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this alpha group that, and I think I need to discuss this. So those of you who are still here, and those of you who are not trolls and genuinely want to listen, please listen to this, because I'm about to give you some descriptions. In fact, whatever I'm about to say here, I might even copy this and actually put it in to like a promotional video or something, so everybody understands what's going on. So we've created a paid alpha call group. It's a crypto call group. It's the first time. I've never done anything like this. So a crypto alpha call group. We're going to be making calls about particular cryptocurrencies that you might want to hold for a long term, cryptocurrencies that you might want to hold for a medium term, cryptocurrencies that you might want to get in and out on a daily pump. So there will be, pump and dump coins. There will be coins that you might want to hold for a long term. There might be calls for coins that you might want to look at for a very long term or medium term. Whatever the case is, we'll specify those, and those are the calls we're going to make. So these are the projects that we will also be buying ourselves, right? So these are the coins that we're looking at. So just to be transparent with everybody, and each one is something. Now, we've created a membership because what we don't want is anybody to just come and start trolling and talk the talk but not walk the walk. We don't want that. We want to see real alpha people there. So we know that people who are serious are committed for those, so at least these calls are not wasted, right? And they get those value from that. Now I've created 2 particular tiers, right? One tier is £10, because it's a UK, for me it's easier, so £10 per month. And then when you first sign up, there is also a £10 admin fee as well. So it's £10 plus $10 per month admin fee. So the first charge would be like 20. Thereafter, it's always going to be $10 or 10 pounds, actually £10 per month, right? That's going to be there. So that's how it is. We've also created a yearly. So for the same plan, if somebody wants to pay for the entire year, then there's a little bit of a discount, and I think it's like £100 or something. So you can pay £100 and have 1 full year's worth of access there, right? So that's also there as well. However, there's one other, that's another tier, which is £100 a month. And that's where a lot of people get confused. Why is there £100 a month, right? So the £100 a month one, that's a different one. Of course, you get all the same perks or same stuff as, there's no perks in the normal one, but you get the access, you get to go there, you're a serious person. But the £100 one is quite different, because on that one, we actually have perks. Perks means that we will, like, whenever we will say, okay, can you send us your Bitcoin wallet address? We might send you some Bitcoin, we might send you some Ethereum, we might send you some USDC, we might send you some Solana, right? So this is our way of giving back to the community. You don't have to do anything to receive that. right? Just by being a premium member, you get that, and that kind of gives you the value. And technically, the technical thing there, technically, the money you're paying for your subscription hopefully should be recovered, or most of it should be recovered through that. So that's the idea here. It's like, right, guys, we know you're serious, but at the same time, we're doing something for you as well. So just want to keep it transparent with everybody so people understand. Now, anybody who wants to go and join this particular group doesn't understand anything, I recommend don't join just because of the sake of it, right? There is a link in the description, but please don't join. What you need to do is understand what it is first. Ask questions. Please join our free Discord group, right? Our free Discord group. Meet me there, meet other people there, and understand what it is. Because I'm always happy to explain to people, guys, this is what it is. This is how this works, right? In fact, I'll make a piece of document, breaks it down, so that kind of like a white paper which breaks it down and says, guys, these are the tiers and this is what you get for each of those tiers. So it's black and white, right? So everybody knows what it is, and I recommend that before you sign up, because I don't want anybody to FOMO into any of this stuff, right? So that's what you need to understand, and we need to keep it through there. As I said, there's going to be different values, and then in the future, I might even, if we see enough interest, enough people coming in and people seeing value, and also there's affiliate links. So if you sign up, with for example, you signed up and you're on the $10 a month or $100 a month, whichever one, or £100 a month actually, whichever one you're in, you can actually get your affiliate link, and you can also share and receive 10% of whatever revenue it generates. So if someone signs up for $10, you get £1 out of that. If someone does it for 100, you get £10 out of that, whatever. You can actually use that as well. And we did that just so that the group can grow, and you can actually, when you find value, you can pass that value down to people. Because when people are about to find out what the group is, for example, the low tier is and what the high tier is, people will understand, and people will actually share and say, do you know what, there's value there. Because I'm trying to bring some actual value, actual alpha value, unlike any other crypto value groups out there. Because there are groups out there who will charge you $100 a month, $100 a week, sorry, $100 a week, but they don't give you any perks. So this is the first crypto core group, right, in history to actually give you something back. Do you know what I mean? So that's how this is going to be. And then of course I'm going to do different tiers as well. So in the future I might do a managed account. So we might do a managed portfolio. So for example, people pay XYZ per month, and that will be managed for them through different means, and then we'll have a nice little payout at the end, let's just say this way. So I am working on multiple different things, but remember guys, one thing I need everyone to understand, as I said, come to Discord, ask me, do the free stuff first, because end of the day, what you need to understand, I am not doing this to make money for myself. I am not doing this to take your money. I'm not doing this to become rich off you. I've been blessed and cursed at the same time, right? So I'm okay. I'm comfortable. For me, the only reason I'm doing this is because I want to give value back to the people who are committed, who understand, who, hey, do you know what? We're in it. We want to make the money, because a lot of the time they can't. So for me, the higher tier, premium higher tiers, right, they're just another way of me boosting that for them without them making much of an effort. Let's just put it that way. So there are different things I'm doing, and I just wanted to be transparent with everybody. Guys, I'm not just doing it because I want to make money off you or anything like that. No, guys, that's not the truth. The truth is, and as I always say, the truth is always out. My name is Sham, this is Rex5. The truth is always out there. Ultimately, this is a gateway. That's all it is. I understood a few people who are concerned when I said £100 or £150 a month. There was a few concerns. Faisal, you're here right now. You can tell me how you felt when I mentioned that price. Of course, you thought that was very dear, and I don't have to explain why I did that. But of course, I listened to that and I said, okay, fine. If that's too expensive, maybe we do £10. So we do £10, no problem. For £10, you're not really going to get nothing, because all you're doing is just entering. It's an entrance fee, and you're there. You're going to get the calls. You decide. It's your money. You decide whatever you want to do. For £100, you also get the same stuff, but the difference is now basically occasionally you'll get some drops, and that will actually pretty much kind of pay you back for the investment you made. So that's what it's going to be. So it could be $10, could be $20, could be $100, could be $200. We don't know how much you're going to get, but you're going to get XYZ, which is going to be technically a payment back towards whatever you've invested. That should encourage you even more. And then when we go to the higher tier, things change a little bit. So different things, different projects. But I think, if I put my energy into it, I think it'll be quite good. But I just wanted to be transparent with you, because I know a lot of people have bad ideas or think, oh, this is or this is financial, or this is no, guys, no, this is not it. You know, it's the only way I think that thing people will put value, because this is true, right? You know, in like certain markets, right? If you like, okay, let's give you a good example, and this is an analogy, right? So you open a market stall, you open up a market stall, and you sit there and you give things to people for free. You give your entire meal for free, right? People are only going to come there to get the free stuff. So it looks busy, but they're only going to come there for free stuff. Now, you could be in another stall and you give somebody a taster, right? You give somebody a taster, but you sell the full product. You say, no, you can only get the taster once. Now you have to buy the stuff, right? Where do you think people are going to go if they like the food, for example? Where are they going to go? And who's going to make the most, provide the most value? Of course, not the guy who's doing free stuff, because he's going to be out of business, right? But the guy who's doing the premium stuff, right? He's the one who's going to be giving the most effort, putting the most value in there. Hence why his thing has value. And that's how you have to treat it, right? So that's what it is, and that's what I wanted to say. So we are going to be opening this up next week. The link is live, it's there, so go and check it out, but don't sign up, please. We are going to announce the official opening next week. When I've officially launch it, it's going to be from next week, so I don't want anybody to do anything now. And yeah, those are the 2 tiers right now. So I wanted everybody to know there's 2 tiers. One is £10 a month, or £100 for the entire year, or £100 a month with the perks. So the perks, you're going to get blue chip crypto dropped out to you. So just wanted everyone to know this. So think of it like, you know, like a DCA investment, or whatever you want to call it, something similar like that, you know. But I'm working on other stuff as well, and that's how we're going to filter out the trolls and all the people who are not serious. Because look, we get loads of people showing up and they all want to make money, but where's the effort? Because we're putting the effort in. I'm coming on a live stream for you guys. Other people are doing calls for you guys. I'm doing all of this, but where's the effort? Do you know what I mean? So if we don't have that, we need actual people who want to throw value, who actually want to take value. We need those kind of people. So that's pretty much how it's going to work. So that's how I've done it. Also, I am going to be introducing in the future, I'm going to be introducing a few bits and bobs, maybe even introduce some sort of a school or something. But again, it's something I really didn't want to do, but now I have no choice. I think that's how I'm going to go. I'm going to definitely create a whole bunch of paid products, right? And see where it go from there, because I think that's what people value. You know what I mean? People don't value the free stuff because they think it's just BS. Sad reality, but what can we do? BTC is currently back at 93,800, showing a bit of weakness. As I said, we can't lose that 86k, guys. If we lose that 86k, we've got a problem. So now, guys, I am gonna stop with my yapping. If you have any questions, please let me know. I know KR mentioned a few bits and bobs. Are we bullish and this and that? KR, so far, because of Ethereum, we are in a bit of a risk. However, as long as we stick around the 86k, right, we're still good. We're still good to go. But we can't lose 86k. So for me right now, what I would personally go and do is I will put a stop loss around the 85k. I don't want to lose anything less than that, or even 80k, just to be safe. But I won't want to, I wouldn't want to go below that. Anything below that, yeah, we're just going south. I'm not going to even bother. That's not an opportunity. That's a disaster. We don't want that, because we also always have to calculate the all-time high to the low percentage, and that's the percentage that we're going to calculate, right? So that's how I'm going to look at that. Ethereum is in a complete risk area right now. There needs to be a miracle for Ethereum to come back. So yeah, that's not really good, to be honest. Desi, I know you asked a few bits and bobs on Discord, and I said feel free to call me. Feel free to call me after the stream or whatever. I am kind of free, so I will definitely talk to you. But I hope what I've said here explains the tier system and the paid promotion pack, the paid premium packet that I'm basically about to launch. I hope that kind of explains, you know, because it's no point wasting it on a community that doesn't appreciate it. We'd rather have a closed community who appreciate it and who actually say, look, if I'm investing $100 or £100 a month, £100 a year, I'm not talking about the higher tier, the low tier, £100 a year. I have the potential to make £500-600 extra because I'm getting those genuine top-notch calls, right? And of course, the guidance is always there anyway. And then the £100 one, the £100 a month, which is like £1,200 a year. Again, someone who's really serious, who wants to make money, who wants to make thousands of dollars or thousands of pounds. Of course, for them, £1,200 is nothing. They're going to invest £1,200. As I said, some people are charging 100 a week, 100 a week. So if we're charging 100 a month, that's nothing, right? So people are going to see those kind of returns back. But of course, that also means that the person who's willing to invest £100 a month is definitely in the game and is saying, look, I want to make more money. So there was going to be always going to be value. So that's why I think I mentioned to someone else as well. I said, guys, even 100 is cheap. Even 100 is cheap because what you're going to get, right, on both sides, like all the calls, and if someone's going to put $100, £100 a month, then of course they've got the capacity. You know what I mean? So they're going to make a little bit more as well compared to other people. So it doesn't take long. There's a few guys I've talked to and who are investing like 10 grand. I said, right, 10 grand, yeah, we can make that into a mil. Because if you take 10 grand and I think if you multiply it double, 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 I think it's about 10 or 11 times, it's $1 million. It's about $1,024,000. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't take that long. So that's the goal here. We want to do that. Anybody with a 10 grand budget, get them to $1 million, and then we move off. Do you know what I mean? So if you're here for the first time, guys, my name is Sham. This is your X5. The truth is always out there. I don't come here and chat BS with you guys. I'm here just keeping it real and raw, right? So whatever you hear is the facts, nothing more. I always keep things transparent, nothing hidden. There's no hidden agenda, none of that BS here, right? And of course, ultimately, a lot of you guys who are here for the first time might think that, oh, this guy's a cash grab. No, I'm not. A lot of people know this. I'm not a cash grab, So I am who I am, and I just like, it's been 4 years. Look, guys, I've been on YouTube for 4 years. I've never ever monetized anything, right? Of course, the channel's monetized, but I've never ever asked anybody for anything because that wasn't the intention to do it. But as we grow, things don't move forward. You don't see the vibe. You know what I mean? The mojo, right? You don't see it. So it's like, you know what? Like for example, we have a member, Roach. He loves red. I love red. You know what I mean? So if we love red, that means we're like-minded, right? We know when to buy and when to sit back, relax, buy, and then move forward. But he's a person who would benefit from a call like this. Do you know what I mean? So that's what we need. We need like-minded people end of the day. Of course, the free community is always going to be there. That's the main community anyway. That's the Discord community. But the premium one is separate to that. It's as I said, there's an entrance fee to get in there. And that's going to start next week. This is an early announcement for that. I did announce it yesterday as well. So that's going to happen, guys. There's no ifs and buts. I don't care even if there's one person there, they're going to get the value. And if that one person likes what they're getting, yeah, maybe they can share it with other people and we see where we go from there. But other than that, so far, so good. Everything looks good. I'm not concerned. If you guys have any questions, do let me know. I am waiting to hear if you have any questions. Also, I can't see anything. I can't see the chats. Hold on, give me a second. I couldn't see the chats. Would you believe this? The entire chat was blocked. The last message I saw was Faisal saying salam everyone. That was it. So G-Shock says right on with school. We'll do that. Ducator's here. Awesome. Nice to see you, my brother. The transition period we are in is the filter. It filters out those who understand money and will be responsible with it or not. Savers are winners in Bitcoin. 100%, my brother. 100%. Nick is here. Why does every crypto YouTuber eventually want to sell courses and memberships? No, Nick, I'm not selling courses or memberships. I've been on YouTube for 4 years. You can go back and see entire history. I've never sold any courses. I've never sold any memberships, right? This thing happened recently where we've got members in the community who are very loyal, first subscriber, in fact, very loyal, giving calls out, calls that made people 500-600% in a single day, calls that made people 1,200-1,300% in 2 days, right? But when he gives those calls out, he's not seeing any value. So I did that for him. So I would recommend you watch yesterday's live stream where I gave a shout out to him. So I went out today, I did whatever I need to, I created that, and I said, you know what, I'm going to filter out all the trolls and all the things, because if you're not taking the value, you're not making the money, you're not serious. because most people are happy to come on YouTube, for example. And I'm being transparent with everybody. I've got 3,500 subscribers. You know what? Maybe 1,000 of you guys will leave after you hear what I'm about to say, but it's the truth, right? And if you know it's the truth, right, you're going to admit it, right? The truth is a lot of people find, come in, click the subscribe, right? Maybe to some other YouTuber, a subscribe is important. Maybe to some other subscriber, a like is important. I'm not that YouTuber. Do you know what I mean, Nick? So if you're still here, I'm not that guy, right? I don't give a damn if people subscribe to me. I don't give a damn if people like the video. I don't give a damn if the algorithms kick off. I don't give a damn about any of those. I'm not here for those. I'm here for the people who are serious. I'm here for the people who genuinely want the help and who do contact me, because I do private work, right? So just because you probably don't know, right, I do stuff separately in the real world, right? That's what I do. That's my real life job. That's my daily work, right? So I get paid through that. Hence why I don't bother with YouTube. I'm not interested in YouTube. Sometimes people come up and they'll buy me a coffee or something like this. Great, I appreciate it, right? It's there. I haven't cashed out or anything. Still there. I don't cash out these things, right? It's there. Some people who come through YouTube and say, "Oh, Sham, we need some consulting. We need some advice in XYZ." I charge them. But guess what? I don't sell the crypto for any monetary reasons. I take it as a principle. I just keep it there. It's still there. The exact same quantity that they give me stays there for days on, years on, right? Because I don't sell. I don't do none of that, even during the peak, because I have my own crypto. I'm not interested in that. Do you know what I mean? I do other stuff. I make money elsewhere, so I'm not too interested in that. So when it comes to a lot of the people who misunderstand myself, thinking this guy wants subscribers to grow the community. Yeah, we want to grow the community for sure. But do I really want a bunch of trolls? Do I really want people who come here just clicking and subscribe and that's it? Do I really want that? Do I want people who just come in to, I don't know. I mean, why are they even here? I don't really know. Do you know what I mean? Like all the guys you see here, Desi, you see G-Shock and this, and these are serious people. These are serious people. You see Faisal, serious people. KR, serious people. Hence why they're all moderators here. They just, like G-Shock, Desi, they just joined the our Discord group and probably subscribed to the channel maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Why are they moderators? I trust them because I know they're genuine people. These are real people. And then we get a lot of people coming in, doubters and haters and whatnot. Complete BS. So I want to filter those out. I'm like, you know what? I need to filter you guys. So end of the day, I'm not selling you a membership. I don't give a damn. You know, there's no membership here. I'm not asking you to go, but I'm saying you want crypto calls. You want alpha calls. You want to make 500, 600, 7%. You know, you want to make 1,000% in a single day. You want to make a 10x in a single day. Well, those calls are going to go in a particular group where only paid people are going to get that. And even then, I don't even freaking want your money. Right? That's only paid because it's principles. That's a gateway. That tells me if you're serious or not. That's why we have a tier for $10, which is $2.50 a week. So if you can't afford $10, stay away. Stay in the free chat. We'll give you the signals later on. No problem. After we've done whatever we need to do. You know? And if someone's really, really serious, want the actual value, then you go for the £100, right? Then we know you're real serious. You see what I mean? So I'm filtering out who's quite serious, who's really serious, and who's not serious. Because those who are not serious, forget them. It's okay. We'll give you something later on. We'll come on YouTube and we'll tease you. You know, I'll come here and I'll show you. Oh, look, we just did 1,200% on this one. I'll tease you, no problem. We'll do a live stream after we did it. How about that? But the other difference is I'm not a Telegram group. I'm not a guy who's hiding behind some kind of a logo. My face is here. In fact, I changed the channel logo to my face so people know who they're talking to, right? There's a real fact here. So a lot of people just don't want to see that fact, right? Education. I'm not selling you any education. I said I might do that later on. I never mentioned any monetary. I said I might do a school later on. This is me committing myself to the community. You know what I mean? But of course, for the community, I'm always there. Every time on Discord, when they ask, I say, guys, you know what? You can always ask me. I'll always talk to you guys. That's not an issue. Ask me. If there is something, we'll talk about it. It's not an issue. Call me. No problem. So I'm here for the community. So Nick, I don't want to go on a long-winded one, but that's what it is, my brother. So before you misunderstand someone, or before you start accusing someone, or before you start making assumptions, go and check who they are for real. Because I say, my name is Sham, this is 0x5, and the truth is fucking out there, right? There's no messing about here, bro. My truth is always out there, right? It's always been there for the past 4 years, and I've never, ever taken any money off anyone. So that's that, my brother. So Desi says, did look at it while waiting for live stream. Okay. G-Shock says 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, a nice round number in USD. Is it? Okay. We're missing the 4 though. We're missing the 4. Nick says you've got us 4 years ago. You're not asked for you're not asked 4 years ago, so you're different, but you want to sell course for people. Huh? What? Nick, you're lost, bro. I said I've been on YouTube. I've never sold anything on YouTube for 4 years. My channel's been monetized the whole time. People have come in, send me a thank you, this, that, whatever. I answer everybody. I look at all my live streams. I don't care who it is, even if it's some dickhead, even if it's some troll. I still say hello, hi, whatever. So end of the day, right? I've never ever asked any, I've never sold any courses to anyone. When it comes to doing my private work, that's private. I've always kept it separate. I've never ever plugged or promoted anything on my channel. Never. That's separate. That's separate. Do you know what I mean? So again, bro, you're lost. You're making assumptions, right? This, I'm not selling a course. Which part of a course did I mention here? I said this is an alpha crypto call. How's that course? So I'm lost, bro. You're on a live stream. I'm lost. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. So anyway, sorry, Nick. I have no idea what you're talking about. Faisal says we love the red. Also, my brother, nice to see you. Nick says I don't know you, but why you act holier than thou? I saw your channel. You do daily 2-hour live. You're trying to build follow so you can sell like all YouTubers. If you don't like what I'm selling, bro, then get lost. Nick, you got the invitation, bro. Get lost if you don't like what I'm selling. I'm on YouTube. If you're coming and seeing my video randomly, you see me doing a 2-hour live stream trying to get followers, right? I don't know why you're making those assumptions, but being on YouTube, is there anything wrong in me having 10,000 followers? Is there anything wrong in me having a target to have 100,000 followers? Anything wrong with that? I've been doing it for 4 years. I sometimes take a break for 3 months. But point is people who come to view me, they're my loyal followers. They're my loyal subscribers. I speak to them every other day, if not every day, right? There's a difference. Out of the 3,500 subscribers, as I said, most of them are riffraffs. Most of them don't come here for the value. Most of them just subscribed and left. They're not even actual viewers, right? Which is a common thing that happens. So end of the day, they're there. But the genuine people, they've been filtered out already because they're already on Discord. I get to talk to them. I know who the real people are, right? So Nick, again, rather than you coming here talking to me on a live stream, right? Telling me how I'm doing 2-hour live stream. Yeah, I'm going to be here for 2 hours answering questions right now. Exactly what I'm doing. I'm reading your comment and answering line by line. And that's what I do on every other live stream. So again, you're getting it wrong, my brother. So if you don't like what I'm doing here, if you think I'm just another YouTuber, if you think I'm just trying to grow a bunch of following, get to 100,000 subscribers, if you think I want to monetize and this and that, all of that stuff, whatever you're thinking, and I'm not the guy for you, bro, find another one. Find another one, right? Because there are popular channels there with 1 million subscribers. Guess what they're doing? Selling courses. Go there, bro. Go there. No problem. I don't know why you're still here. Do you know what I mean? So you don't like my attitude? My attitude, this is who I am, bro. This is how I talk end of the day. So I'm a real guy, real raw, because I don't give a shit about anybody. That's the whole reality. That's what you're missing out. That's what you're missing out. Most YouTubers give a crap about you or disappointing you or give a crap about how they talk and all of that stuff. Do you know why? Because they want you. They want people like you. They want to surprise you. They want to please you. Do you know what I mean? They want to give you dopamine. I'm not here for that. I'm giving you real hardcore, real stuff. So end of the day, when I'm my language, I'm going to use the language that I use. So you don't like it, you leave. You leave. Simple. Adios, my amigos. G-Shock says, so leave, Nick. We want to see you. Adios, my amigos. Brad. Hey Chip, what's up? I don't know who's Chip. G-Shock says trolls everywhere, bro. Don't let them get. No, it's fine. He's not getting at me. Honestly, my attitude is completely different. I've had enough trolls last year. People come in, they put an effort in, to be honest, right? But ultimately, they're always quick to judge you for something. They're quick to judge you for something. I mean, G-Shock, earlier on today, you said, I'm buying that thing, right or wrong. You can vouch for this. This is the truth, right? You said you want to be a member. What did I tell you? Don't buy it. Did I say that to you? Why did I say that to you? If I want your money, I should say, G-Shock, quickly buy, bro. Quickly buy. Yummy, yummy. I'm going to feed my family today because I'm going to take G-Shock's money today. Right? If I wanted your money, what did I say? Don't. I don't want your money, man. No, it's there for a purpose. It's a gateway, right? And end of the day, even whatever I'm going to collect through the gateway is going to come back to you through other means, right? Even when I said I'm going to do the airdrops, what am I talking about? I'm literally going to give it back to you because I don't want your money. People don't understand the concept because it's too good to be true. This guy must be a freaking scammer, right? He's telling us something that's too good to be true because all other YouTubers with 100,000, 200,000 subscribers selling a course, take the money and don't give it back. You know, when you got Andrew Tate, for example, selling his how to be masculine and whatnot courses, like charging XYZ amount of money, never giving anything back, right? He's got a whole system out there for educating people, selling courses. That's how he makes his money. You understand? And then they flash their cash. That's what they do. I'm not doing none of that. I don't flash my cash. I'm just sitting in my car doing my own thing. I'm not flashing my cash. I'm not trying to smoke some cigar and take some private pictures and this and that. Come on, guys. They don't understand the difference between someone who's real and who's not, and that's a sad reality. And I just laugh at it because it makes me laugh. I'm like, seriously, you're quick to judge, but you just didn't see the reality. This is me, real, bro. No green screen, bro. This is real. This is me. You know, this is me in the same jacket I was wearing yesterday, bro. Not designing, not wearing something to impress you. I'm just me in my normal attire, normal daily stuff, talking to you guys, coming on live. I ask you guys, when do you want to come live? If you guys tell me 2 hours earlier I want to come live, I'll come on live. Whenever I can, I'm on live. Do you know what I mean? I'm here for you guys. So again, it's a sad reality that a lot of people just don't understand that. Iqbal says, I'm taking Vanna. Okay, good luck to you. Faisal says, John Joshua, trolls and trolls allow them. No, but it's hilarious though. It's hilarious. But the funny thing is they make me end up explaining, which if someone genuine comes along, they could definitely understand as well. So maybe it's a good thing. Do you know what I mean? Bubble, my brother, nice to see you. See, here's another one. Bubble is the second subscriber of this YouTube channel. Bubble's been here 4 years. 4 years, you know, and through Bubble, some of his friends are also subscribers. You see what I mean? They're also on Discord as well. They don't say much, but they're there. Do you know what I mean? So think about it, right? If Bubble thought I was being dodgy, if Bubble thought I'm here for a cash grab or trying to take Bubble's money, Bubble would have left already. Bubble wouldn't be here. Do you know what I mean? So it's a sad reality, man. People just don't understand who I am and what I'm about, and you know what I try and preach to people and what I try and help, how I try and help people. Yes, my methods maybe not like other people, might not be professional, but I'm always telling you guys, stop, protect your funds, don't trust anybody, right? You know, do the right thing. That's the most important thing. And of course, now that we're doing something, I'm like, you know what, I'll promote it. I'll tell people that this is what it is, guys. The link is in the description. Go check it out. Don't buy, because we're not launching yet. I'm going to launch it next week. So in between that, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, because it's not just me. There's going to be other people who are going to be involved as well. Other people, as in, for example, KR, he's going to be doing his calls. And then, of course, we're also going to be analyzing. So now, this is extra work for me. Again, I'm not charging for my work because, as I said, I'm going to be giving it back. But I wanted to filter out the serious from the non-serious. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. Babu, my brother. Any question, guys? Let me know, because it gets interesting. I like the. You know what? I love the fact that we get these trolls come up, and how they will say something, probably because they want to kind of get a reaction or something, because you know what, these same trolls, right, here's the fun part, right, they will normally go to other YouTube channels with, say, 1,000 people on the chat. They will say something, and guess what, they just get blanked, it completely ignored, right? Then they come here, and a person like me who sit here for 2 hours, read all the comments and actually answer them one by one, and they forget that they got blanked on the other guy's channel, and here that they're getting acknowledged. And even then, they won't give you that respect. Do you know what I mean? You're the bad guy. Seriously? So, end of the day, when you get in real and raw content, I'm going to tell you as it is, in your face, right now, on a live. So, any questions, guys, please let me know if you want to know anything else. as I said, market wise, just kind of reiterate, right? Let's kind of summarize. Market wise, BTC is looking good, holding strong at that level. We can't lose that. If we do, we could be bearish. We could go to 86. 86 is our last level we can go to. Ethereum is currently in a freaking danger zone. We don't want to see Ethereum fall any lower than that, because it could drag the entire market with it. XRP is holding strong. As I said, XRP has a lovely gap, right, from where it is now all the way to $1.22. It has a massive gap, and that's a protection, that's a cushion, so it could potentially go forward. G-Shock says, sold Ondo. Now I've got some dry powder on deck looking for new entry. Any thoughts on Sui? It seems to be holding the trend line pretty strong. Let's have a look. You're telling me, I'll tell you, because Sui is not on my list. Because Sui, so I have a different list. I have a trading list. So on my trading list, I do hold Sui. So Sui, again, I don't know if you know Sui. Okay, Sui holding strong, and I'll show you the chart. G-Shock, I'll show you the chart. This is Sui, my brother. This is Sui. As you can see, the same chart, okay? Definitely holding strong above that green. So it hasn't entered this area, because when it enters this green area here, it's dangerous, right? So it hasn't entered that, which is good. So far, it's definitely holding the trends. As you can see, definitely holding the trends, still moving up. So far, so good. Now, it is dependent. So Sui to perform higher and do even better, it is totally dependent on the BTC and Ethereum right now, because if those two collapse, those are the two giants in the market, right, with the highest dominance. If those two collapse, then unfortunately, a project like Sui, which is a freaking good project, may not survive, right? You see what I mean? It might actually suffer a little bit as well. So that's what you got to understand. What we need to do right now is, if you are going to buy, and I do recommend, not a financial advice, I do recommend people to buy during this time. This is actually the opportunity to buy. So you buy the red, always buy a red, guys. So this is definitely the opportunity to buy the red. However, we are absolutely uncertain, right? The word here is uncertain, what direction the market wants to go, because different time frames, we're getting different results. So if we're getting that kind of a result, we have to trade or buy with a stop loss. So that's what I'm going to suggest to you. If you do buy, it's a good opportunity to buy the dip. This is a perfect opportunity to buy anything, right? Any crypto you like. I would say for safety, stick to the top tier ones like Sui and all of that. They're top tier. Buy those, but make sure that you have a stop loss just in case it dips even lower. All right, so that way you can buy cheaper, buy some more, because what we don't want to do is buy right now, market bleeds out, and then you become a hodler. Then all that dry powder you got gets wasted. I'm not going to mention who, but I had a phone conversation with someone. So past 2 days, they made $3,000, about $3,500, something like this. They made, right? And they made it on a particular coin. So they made $3,500, decent profit, no problem, not bad for a day's work. And then they decided to go and trade it into something else. They made profit somewhere. They didn't make profit elsewhere. Thought, we're going to buy a dip somewhere. So they bought a dip in another one, a complete shitcoin, which is okay, because previously they did make money on that and it dipped. And unfortunately, when they put $3,000 in, it dipped even further. So now that's gone down the black hole, because they didn't have a stop loss or anything. So those are the things that you need to understand. Even in decentralized exchanges, guys, there's a lot of bots and a lot of exchanges out there, right? Decentralized DEX is out there, where these days you can actually have a stop loss as well. So find those one, right? I'm not going to tell you them. I'm not going to recommend to you, just in case people think, oh, this guy is now shilling something. No, I don't have an affiliate link below, guys. I don't. So please don't assume anything like that. Go and do your own research. Find the best ones for yourself. There's a lot of Telegram bots out there. Those are the ones I recommend. In fact, I personally use Telegram bots myself. Beautiful exchanges built on Telegram, very decentralized. And they have limit orders, stop limits, trailing stops, the whole freaking lot. So go and use that. Do you know what I mean? Of course, if you want some recommendations for which one of those are, yeah, no problem. Join the Discord if you're not already there. If you're on Discord, just ping me that, please, can you send me a link for an exchange? I'll send you a link for some of the top tier exchanges that I personally use on Discord, for the Solanas, for the EVMs and whatnot. I have bots that I use. I'll happily share them with you guys. then you do whatever you want with them. So, and I always say when you do go there, you test them out a little bit, see all the functions before you start using them. So at least if you're not comfortable, then there's always an alternative. You know what I mean? So, because a lot of the time I don't share all the advanced stuff because I know people are overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, I can't even read this. There's too many stuff there, too much info there. Sad reality. Even I get confused sometimes as well because there's so much, right? Because I could jump from one bot to another and it's a whole different interface. It's oh, but you learn sometimes the hard way, but you learn end of the day. But always practice that. Those are the things I recommend to you guys, you know. But yeah, I mean, so Sui is good. Sui is good. Sui has the potential. In fact, Sui gives me the Solana vibes. And as I mentioned, the Sui can potentially end up doing something like Ethereum did it back in 2012, where it went from like $6-7. It was like $2 when it started to 2017. I remember Ethereum was a couple of dollars, and then by the end, with the BTC, it rallied all the way to like $7-8, $10, something like this, and then late after the bull market kind of ended, it just shot up all the way to like $1,400 or something stupid like that. I was like, what the hell? And during that time, I regretted because a friend of mine did recommend to me, he said, look, just buy £1,000 worth of Ethereum and just sit on it. I was like, nah, I'm not going to buy it. I'm a BTC guy. So being a BTC bull, all I wanted to do is buy BTC. And I regretted it. Then I did buy it after it dumped. So it went to like $1,200 or $1,400. I can't remember what was the high. It went really high, and then when it came down again around the $80-90, I actually decided to go back in. So yeah, I mean, I didn't miss anything, to be honest. I mean, even at $80-90, I don't think it's a bad thing. But I could have bought it cheaper, if that makes any sense. I could have definitely bought it cheaper, But it is what it is, guys. I'm not going to complain about it. Yeah, it went to $1,400. So end of the day, I was a different person then. Do you know what I mean? I used to be a BTC bull. So for me, 100% BTC fanatic, right? Now I call myself a BTC enthusiast. So I changed it to an enthusiast because I believe I am an enthusiast. However, I don't think I'm a fanatic anymore because it's not the only coin that I trust anymore. It's not the only coin that I hold, and it's not the only coin that I believe in anymore, right? I believe every single altcoin has an opportunity to give us great returns, right? And I believe BTC is slowing down as we go, and especially when it gets added to the Federal Reserve, right, as the reserve currency of the world. When it does, if it does, then it will be a lot more stable anyway. So it is what it is. People are just going to hype it, nothing more. So it's definitely one of those. Have a look at that. I don't know if I mentioned to you G-Shock. Did I mention AIXBT to you? Because earlier on the show, when I started the show, I did mention this. So AIXBT, if you look on Discord, I did make a few comments about AIXBT, and I said, guys, my target is to buy around the 38, and if it doesn't go to 38, then around the 50, and this at that time it was around 55. I said around the 50. Which one can't you get, G-Shock? What can't you get on Coinbase? Because sometimes, G-Shock, there are a lot of the coins that we cannot buy on centralized exchanges. They're limited. So for example, Coinbase probably has about 100, 200 coins that they allow people to buy and sell because of the regulations they have. Binance maybe about 300 or 400 coins. Again, they're not degenerate, right? And then when you go to the lower tier exchanges, low volume, very small exchanges, because they have such a low volume, they put whatever, anything. So there are some exchanges I could recommend to you, pretty centralized. In fact, there was one I mentioned yesterday, L Bank. That's a good one. So got to get a new exchange. Yeah, sometimes you have to, bro. You got no choice. Sometimes you got no choice, right? And of course, the goal. So remember, you have to have a clear goal as well. The goal should be, look, we're in a bull market. We're still in it. We haven't ended it yet. We want to make potential gains. We make money and we get out. And then what we're going to do is we don't care about the exchanges and this now. We just use them and abuse them. In the bear market, that's when we want to buy long-term hold. So for me, on this video, AIXBT, I feel that the market cap is very good. This is the analysis I did. Market cap is very good. It has good potential, and it looks promising that it's probably going to end up in Binance or something like this in a centralized exchange. If it does, then it will pop even more. You see what I mean? So it has potential as a long hold. Hence why I've personally bought some, and now I've bought some more because I had a buy order. So I bought more, and I'm playing that narrative. And I'm actually playing the AI agent narrative quite a bit. So I was originally making a list, so I will go back later. But when I realized, look, it's just too good, and some of these you don't want to miss out. I didn't want to miss the opportunity, so I've gone in with a very small amount. In fact, this is quite hilarious. So I had some Ethereum in another exchange, and I actually dumped my Ethereum. So I dumped it into USDT last week. Dumped it into USDT, and I've just been spending that basically. Yesterday there was two other coins that I think we did post it on Discord. There was two other coins, and that's the one I promoted the L Bank for because that's when I discovered it as well. So I downloaded L Bank and did whatever I need to do, and then that one I bought two coins. I bought two coins there. I can't remember what it was, but all of them are very similar to virtuals. So they're basically virtuals duplicate copycats on other blockchains. Because remember, I'm not sure if it's virtuals or AI16Z. Their code base, so their software is actually open source on GitHub. You're welcome to go and copy it and do whatever you want. So that's what a lot of people are using to build these new AI agents. SUAI, yes, SUAI. That's built on SUI, and then we got SEN. I can't remember what it was. Send something. I can't remember what the name was, man. But SEN, that's the ticker. There's so many out there, so be careful which one. I did share the link. That one is built on another blockchain, which is trying to be virtuals as well, right? And then there's another one KR mentioned last week. What's it called, man? I don't have it here. KR mentioned this last week. Let me see if I got on let me see if I can see it on Coin Market Cap. Weifu or something like this, right? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? KR mentioned this last week or the week before he mentioned this. Originally, when he mentioned it, I missed it, right? I couldn't buy it. I missed it. I was just driving and working, basically. I missed it. So recently, I went back in again because obviously it's a good coin. I researched it as much as I could. I think it's Weifu or something. Let me just check. Hold on, give me a second. Gaming. Let me see if I can find it. Categories. Yeah, it's an AI agent launch pad. So it's a launch pad. So obviously on the launch pads, you've got virtual, you've got Griffane, which is good. I mentioned that as well. And then yeah, Weifu, right? Weifu, which is really, really good. So I bought some Weifu as well. So I'm actually, as I mentioned on another video as well, another live stream, guys, I mentioned this. I said there's a whole bunch of platforms. I'm betting on the platform, not the coins in the platform, if that makes sense. Because I'm not interested in what coins come out. That's easy. Anyone could go build and do whatever. But a platform has a bigger potential to give you more because people have to use those tokens to build on the platform. Does that make sense? So, like for example, virtuals, you need 100 virtuals, right? So when it was a few pennies, 100 virtuals is nothing. But as time goes on, people buy more virtuals to go and build on virtuals because you can only pay with their coin, and it's a utility coin. Hence why the value has increased, and look where the market cap is right now. And then when you look at, for example, Griffane, right? Current market cap is sitting at $409 million, and I'm sure I mentioned it when it was right, $200 million or something stupid like that. I can't remember, but that's there. And there's a whole bunch more coming. As I said, the code is the original code is AI16Z, and because it's open source, people are copying it and adding their own blockchain to it. That's what they're doing right now. So it's crazy, right? That's what they're doing. So Sen, I mentioned Sen yesterday. Sen currently sitting at $57 million market cap, and is currently just below Weifu as well. I'll just show you as well so you understand. Let me flip this over. All right, so you see how I'm looking at this. So I've got virtual, right? Griffane, Parl, I don't know. I haven't tested them out yet. I'll check them out. Heart, I haven't checked them out. Spec, that's one we looked at yesterday. Veifu is here. That's the one I was talking about. And that's Sen. That's the company I was talking about, Sen, right? And then there's a whole bunch more there. And then you got a bit more coming up as well. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of them. Question is obviously we gotta do some research, look at the team, look at the holders, look at the founders, look at how many coins they have dumped, what their plans are, look at their website, look at how far they've gone, look at their partnerships. There's so much research has to be done, so you can't just randomly just call any. So for example, Su AI, I did some research that looks legit, hence why I promoted it. Sen looks legit, hence why I promoted it. Veifu looks legit, hence why I promoted it. Virtuals looks legit, hence why I promoted it. AI16Z legit, hence why I promoted it. What else was it? Griffane, right? Looks legit, hence I promoted it. But with Griffane, there's a problem. So Griffane looks legit, money's good, everything's good. I can see the tokenomics and I can see the trading in action. I can't visit their website. For some reason, it's invite only. So it's very centralized, right? But they're doing invite only, and I don't have an invite to go to Griffane to use it and see what the technology is. But it is quite popular, and I think a lot of people internally are inviting each other. So they're trying to build an ecosystem internally before they go. Hence why you got to take it with a bit of pinch of salt and be a little bit cautious with that one. Because why would you create a cryptocurrency decentralized platform and then have invite only? Do you know what I mean? So I have said, right, look, get me in, but they haven't said anything yet, so I don't know. Again, my chat, I'm not sure what's going on with chat. I don't even know if it's working or not, but it is whatever. But G-Shock, as I said, bro, if you need any help or any advice or any, like suggestions on particular exchanges and this and that, bro, I think I have at least about 200-300 different exchanges on my device. So I've got a list of exchanges that I could recommend. Some of them are ancient, some of them are good, some of them are not so good. Most of them are KYC, some of them are not. In fact, if you look in the description, there is one exchange that I've promote, right? It's in the description, no KYC. So check that out. It only wants KYC if you're going to do fiat transactions. If you don't do fiat, it doesn't need any KYC. So check it out. Maybe that might be something you want to look at, and they're quite popular as well. And when I'm talking about these exchanges, some of these exchanges, I look at volume as well. So you've got to be sometimes very careful about what kind of exchanges they are and how much volume they have. Because if they don't have enough volume, then there's no point being on that exchange, because you're going to try and sell something and no one's there to buy it. Do you know what I mean? Hence why. So here's a fun fact. I'm not plugging anything. So last couple of years, I've worked on a exchange myself, and it was actually part of another project I was working on. The project's gone, it's failed. I'm not promoting it anymore, but I do have the exchange part of it. So the exchange is there. All I have to do is activate it, right? But I'm quite fearful that I might not have the enough buyers and sellers. So this is one of the reasons why I didn't launch it. I would love to launch it, but I fear that there's not enough buyers and sellers, right, to go and use the exchange. So it might not be well worth me launching it, and it might just get ranked quite bad. So don't want to do that. You know what I mean? But there is an exchange that I've worked on. It is active as in I just got to activate it. I can partner up with another exchange if I want to, like a parent company, but they're just asking for too much. So it's quite expensive to launch. If it wasn't too expensive, honestly, I would take the gamble and I would do it, because I know there are things I'm going to do to keep it decentralized. But I just don't want to go and burn more funds, you know what I mean? Because on that project, I burnt quite a bit and I don't want to burn anymore, to be honest. So guys, if there is any other things you want to talk about, please let me know. But always recommend, guys, go to CoinMarketCap, and go to categories on CoinMarketCap. And then through those categories, it's easier for you to, because when you go to the pages, there's hundreds of coins, you don't know what is what. Go to the categories and select a specific category that you're interested in. And those are good. So for example, the ones that I recommend, blockchains, obviously anything that is a blockchain, I recommend those tokens. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but we don't know what's going to do what. So that's a good one. Blockchains are very important. And then the other ones to look at is exchange. So exchange tokens are also good. Of course, the higher the volume the exchange has, like Binance or Coinbase, Coinbase doesn't have one, but the better that coin performs, right? So we know Binance is very good because of that, because they accept the fees in that coin. So utility coins, look at that, right? And then now obviously we have narratives like AI agents, also a good thing as well, because those agent platforms are utility tokens, whereas in the agent itself is just a crypto, right? So you never know. One of these days you might see my crypto there, my AI agent there, right? Because I am working on one. I might launch one there. But the point is it's just an agent. I'm being transparent. It's just a freaking another. It's like if I launch a coin on Solana and I give it a million supply, it's just another meme coin. If I go on Ethereum and build a ERC20 token, it's just another token. It's just another coin, right? It's not anything else. I mean, of course, I can make it into a utility and whatnot. We can create all sorts of other stuff, staking, leverage, whatever. So many other different stuff. We can do that programmatically, but ultimately, still a coin because it's built on something else. You know what I mean? So, but the platforms are important. That's what you got to look at. The platforms are important. G-Shock says, is coin market cap the best place to find trends? I have no social media. What's the best way to figure out what's trending from day to day? If you don't have social media, not a problem. My coin market cap would be the best. It does have the highest footfall, right? So the highest number of people, visitors. It's really good. And also in that they have now done it so well. They've reconfigured it. They've like updated the website. You can actually find what's trending and what's not. Right now, there's a trick I'm going to teach you, and you're going to love this trick. Right, look at something on page 1, page 2. Right, observe it. Right, so you see something, go on the trending and see what's been pumping, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out what coin is doing the best, right? Because that's what you're interested in. You're like, okay, I want to buy a coin and I want to see who's doing the best and who's not doing the best, right? Who's trending the best and who's not, right? Where is it? Oh, I can't see it on the app because this is an app. I can't see it on the app. But on the website, go to the website. You can see it on the website. On the website, you can see who's been performing the best. Hold on. I think I can do it here. Give me a second. This may be a way of doing it. So my website has more options here. The app doesn't give me options here. But if you go here and you look at say for example the percentage, right? And we change that percentage. Yeah, there you go. So what you see is who's performing the best. So for example, here you can see XDC has been doing the best today, right? So we can see XDC has a $1.3 billion market cap. This is the current price, 9 cents, and it's been performing the best today in the last 24 hours, right? So this is one way you can find out who's doing what, right? So which coin is doing what, one way of finding out. Now, of course, through that, you also want to sometimes look at who's doing the worst. So look at who's doing the worst. When you see particular coins doing the worst, right? Like this one's doing 11% low, those are buy opportunities. So these lows are your buy opportunities. You see what I mean? So Injective protocol is very good, by the way. So I would definitely recommend Injective. And if you look at Injective, it has a $2.13 billion, $21 current market price, and it's down 10%. That's a quick 10% on the way upside. You know what I mean? So those are the things you need to look at. Of course, when you do that, say for example, let's go back here. XDC, we've got XDC. Well, now what we want to do is we want to go and find XDC on TradingView. So we're going to go on TradingView, we're going to go on chart, right? And we're going to find XDC, right? We're going to type in XDC, right? XDC USDT, right? Done. Now we've got XDC. You can see XDC mainnet tether that's come up. It's on KuCoin, right? And let me get it onto. So I've got it here, right? Sorry, my chart has squeezed up because obviously the data depends on the data. So we've got it on the 1 day. Actually, let me move it to 1 week. All right, move it to 1 week so we can get more data. And we can see what XDC is doing right now, and the price is good. And now we can start analyzing to see what this is going to potentially do. So far, it's looking good. It might be in an area where we're getting to actually, no, look at that. Everything looks super solid. However, so I'll show you this. We're doing this live, guys. We're doing this live, so bear with me. Right, so if you look at this, right, on the RSI, you can see the yellow pointing down. That means that we've gone overboard and we might come in for a correction. So that's what you need to look at. So you have to have side by side, have some trading view, have a trading view account. You don't need socials for that. Have trading view account. Also have your coin market cap. But the trick is look at coin that is a blue chip. Anything with more than $1 billion invested is a blue chip, by the way. It's a blue chip, no problem. And then look at who's done the best performance today. So anyone who's done the best performance, you want to avoid them, but note them, because what you want to do, you want to buy them when they're bloody. And anything that is also a high market cap but is down, that's an opportunity. Okay, so I hope that kind of makes sense, my brother. Right? That's what you need. So coins, we'll have narratives, we'll have things trending all the time. Also, exchanges are quite good as well. I sometimes have the habit of looking at Binance. So I just go Binance and look at the highest gainers and the highest losers. So when I look at that, it gives me a rough idea. And of course, if I see a coin that's a big loser, but it's a blue chip or something, with more than $1 billion invested in it, I want to buy that because that's an opportunity. Because if it's down 10%, that means it's got a potential to go back up 10%, and that 10% makes me money. Do you know what I mean? Because guys, by the way, a lot of you guys new here, you don't know about me. There's one funny fact about me. I'm not a 1x, 2x, 100x guy. I'm a 1% guy. Here's a fun fact. If I can make 1% every single day without any worries, I make 365% trading 365 days a year. That's my minimum target. So think about it. I outperform many stocks, bonds, and shares. Maybe not crypto, but I do outperform many stocks, bonds, and shares because my target is to make 1% a day, right? And I'll let you do the maths, right, on how much I invest, for example. So if I put 10 grand in and I'm just making 1% a day, right? That's all my target is. I'm not losing much. That's just 1% a day. So I could do that all day long. You see what I mean? That's my target. Of course, most occasions are not in crypto. You'll make 4, 5%, 10%, no problem. But even when I make 10%, I'm ready to get out because I've made my money and I'm ready to move on to something else. So I'm a 1% guy. That's my target. I make 365% a year. That's my target, which outperforms many projects because I'm literally doing a 3x in my funds. That's what my target is. And then when it comes to some projects, yeah, sometimes I'll make 10%. And then on some degen projects, like say meme coins, whatever, easily make 4x, 5x, 6x, 7x, 10x. We make that in a single day, right? But more often than not, we'll go back in and we could potentially lose one, right? But it doesn't matter. But ultimately, we're there, we're making the money, and we got to trade it in a particular way. But meme coins, most of the time, whenever I did meme coins, I've always done meme coin as a fun. I've always had fun in meme coin, right? It wasn't, oh, I'm going to make 10x. I'm getting in there to make 10x. No, my target is still to make 1%, right? If I make 10%, I'm happy, right? Which is exactly what I do most of the time. But if all of a sudden it pops and it now goes to, 1x, 2x, 3x, 10x, like the other day we had one, went to like 1200%. That's a 12x. Well, I'm cashing out. I'm not sticking around no more. You know what I mean? I've made 1200%. I'm gone. So that's what it is. But G-Shock, feel free anytime on Discord, brother. Reach out on Discord. I know you don't have any socials, but you have a Discord now because you are a Discord member. I realized. You know what? When I saw you join Discord, I realized that you just literally created that, and I'm honored that you did that just for joining our group. Honestly, I am absolutely honored, my brother. So yeah, it's a pleasure having you there as well. But yeah, feel free to contact me on Discord. And as I said, we can always, for example, if you need to have a call or anything like this, if I'm free, definitely, guys, we'll have a call. I'll organize another group call as well on Discord as well soon, so then we can all come and sit down and talk. Because there's so many different things that I would love to do with the community, and I'm always a community guy. So many different ideas I have, so many different concepts I have. But right now, to be honest, last 4 years, I haven't really had enough people. I mean, yes, I've got serious people, but they're serious in a different way, right? They don't want to do community stuff. Let's put it this way. They're kind of solo. They want to keep things private, which is fine. They're high net worth, so it's a different story. But we haven't had proper like-minded people. You know what I mean? People who understand, who are hungry. Because what you need people who are hungry, right? And what I mean, I don't need them, but I need, what I'm saying is people who want to come and buy and sell crypto, trade crypto, make money. They need to be hungry. They need to make money. They need to have a purpose. They need to have a goal. And the goal should be always to make more money. You're not here to lose money. Come on. You're here to make money, right? So those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Sham. This is your X5. The truth is always out there. I think we've been here like 1 hour, 20 minutes. If you haven't already subscribed or hit the like button, I don't know what you're doing, but do that. Smash the like button. You know, don't judge me for when I turn around and talk about certain stuffs, because you probably don't have any idea about what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, definitely, guys, we should sit down. We should talk. In fact, after the live stream, I will be free. So if anyone wants to reach out, have a little chat, have a little talk about anything, by all means, I'll be free. We can talk on Discord, not an issue. I think it was G-Shock, wasn't it? G-Shock, you came with an idea. I think you had a crazy, well, I wouldn't call it crazy. I think it was a novel idea. It was a really good idea. And there is potential, for example, there is potential of doing something. But sometimes we have to look at other things as well. But I think there's ideas there, and I think there's definitely opportunities. We need to have a chat, and we can actually talk about something and maybe come up with a idea. But you have to understand when I discuss, or when I disclose, not discuss, when I disclose the facts, you have to understand the reality. If you accept the reality, you move forward, right? That's the key. So the key word for you is, if you accept the reality for what it is, regardless how novel your idea is, regardless how authentic your idea is, regardless how humble your ideas are, right? How genuine your ideas are. If you understand the facts for what they are, that's the only time you can move forward. If you don't accept the facts, then there's no way of moving forward. So we can have a discussion about that anyway, later on. That's not an issue. So that's that. Any other question, guys? Please do let me know. If there isn't any other questions, I wasn't intending to be here for 1 hour 20 minutes, but yeah, as I said, I'm gonna go off, and then I'll definitely jump on Discord and we can talk there if anyone wants. That's not an issue, you know, as long as you want. Well, not as long as you want. I do have to go to bed. But yeah, any questions, let me know. Also, guys, on Discord, if anyone impersonates me, acting as if they're me or whatever, and they don't turn on their camera to show their faces, that's not me. Remember that, right? Yeah, thank you, my brother. No problem. Thank you. Oh, KR timed out, Nick. Why did you time out, Nick? Leave him, bro. Leave him. It's okay. We don't care, bro. We don't care. KR's here, says thanks. KR, it doesn't matter who's here, Nick's here, whoever's here, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, do you know what? When people come and question someone like myself regarding what I do or what I say, ultimately all they're doing is basically making me give the real information and the hardcore truth, the real facts to everyone else. So I welcome these kind of people. Do you know what I mean? I welcome them, because at the end of the day, more people get to know exactly what it's about. And it's like the way he said, I don't like your attitude. Well, welcome to the family, mate, because that's how I talk. You know what I mean? There's no ifs and buts, right? I'm not here putting an act on. I don't have a freaking script. I don't have a green screen behind me. I'm not here to impress anybody, right? You accept me for who I am, what I am, or you don't. One or the other, right? As I accept the reality for what it is. And I know that many people, 99% of the people out of all the subscribers that I have, are not even serious, are not here for the crypto, are not here for the value. They just come and for whatever reason press subscribe and go. Because you would know, if you have 3,000 people who are genuine people who are interested in crypto, well, you will see 3,000 people on your Discord, right? We don't have that, so we can see what percentage of those people are genuine people in our Discord, number one. And then in Discord, we can see how many of those people are actually active, right? Which also gives us a metric to say, because I'm an analyst, right? Look, guys, that's what I do. My main hobby, my main thing that I do is I analyze things. So by doing that, I'm analyzing. I'm non-stop. I'm analyzing. I'm analyzing people who are here. I'm analyzing people who are come on the chat. I'm analyzing the algorithms of YouTube. I'm analyzing everything. And believe me, I know exactly how to work the algorithm. So if I really want to, I can work the algorithm. It's not an issue. You know what I mean? So, of course, I don't need to justify 100%. I'm not, but it is what it is. At least people get to know. So that's the most important thing. People get to know who I am. You know, see me for what I am, and understand me for who I am as well. So KR, we've got work cut out next week, bro. We gotta start pumping out those calls next week. We're getting live. We're going live next week, so you better be mentally prepared. Um, and we're gonna basically go live on the crypto calls next week. So I've got high expectations from you, right? Again, Nick didn't know who I created the paid group for, but only those people who watched yesterday's live stream know the truth. So it is what it is. End of the day, as I always say, guys, my name is Sham. This is your Swipe, and the truth is always out there. And today, this is a wrap. We're gonna end this here, and I will catch you guys on the Discord now as well. If you want, join the Discord. We'll talk there. Other than that, I'll see you guys on another one very soon. Adios, my amigos. Stay strong, stay real, stay true. Okay, no BS, no none of that bullshit, none of that thing. Here, you're only gonna get the real live raw stuff. Adios, my amigos.